Alright, stay tuned. We're going to go over a couple products I've been using and talk about some stuff coming up in the near future. So let's talk. Alright, first thing I'm talking about is relic recovery bags. I just got this one about a week ago from John over at Extreme Scoops right here to test out. I've been using about a week and I've been putting heavy iron, big old pieces in it, shells, all kinds of stuff. And so far, it's holding up good. And y'all all know I am the world's worst at taking care of stuff. So if this can be broken, I can break it. But anyway, I want to show you a couple features about this versus this. I actually got this bag from John too to test out. And within a week, it started breaking down on me. First thing, this mesh here that was sewed in here broke loose and I lost a couple relics. I glued it and sewed it back up here. But you can see it's still starting to separate a little bit in a couple spots right here. So it still scares me to even take this out now because of it separating all. And within 2 weeks, this whole piece here came off that holds the bag together. And if you look in here, it was black thread. I put the red thread in there myself. I'm not a seamstress, but I can get two things to hold together. But you can see all the black thread that was originally in there is just about gone. If you can, let me see if I can get this open enough to show you here. You can see it still separating right there, coming apart, still coming apart. Well, I ended up sewing over top of it. But if you look real close, there's one thread going through here holding the end out. And that's where the stress comes in this thing. Taking it on and off right in here is that one thread there. And that's where it broke loose and ripped all the way down. Looking at this one John had, it's actually got like a double thread in here, which I think is a lot better. Hopefully y'all can see that right there. It's not just like one thread go down. It's a dual thread going up and down that seam, which I'm hoping is going to hold that on good so it stops it from ripping all the way across. That's a good thing with that. I like that feature there. The second thing is this right here. It does have a carabiner built into it. You find a ring, you throw it right on it like that. Keep it on there. And these things don't last for so long, for me anyway. I'm in salt water, diving in salt water, and they end up messing up. And this one's doing fine still after a few weeks, but if it does, you can just slip it off and put a new one on there. Get them from the dollar store. So, and that's what I usually do, just put a new one on there when it goes bad. But right now, that one's fine. It's got two pouches, two zippable pouches. Yeah, I got one hand here trying to do it, but it's kind of hard to do that. Let me see if I can hold it up here with my chin. Well, maybe not. All right, hopefully that's taking it. All right. I did a chin move on that one. But anyway, got two compartments. I usually put my bad stuff in this one and my good stuff in this one a lot of times. I should have a little pouch to put stuff in. And sometimes I do, but sometimes I forget and I just stick it in here. But that's showing the most of it there. Let's see what else I can show you on this thing. Put the carabiner back in there and sew it down one-handed here. Zip it up one-handed. There you go. I can do it one-handed and then I like it a lot. I think it's looking good. It's got that double seam on both edges. It's only one thread going through holding in here, which as long as it doesn't rip from here, these will probably be fine. That's just kind of just holding together. But that's where the stress will come in, mostly right there. So anyway, good job, John. I like the design on that. A little bit thick, a little bit extra opening here versus this one. It's a little bit tighter. That's going to let water out faster and all, but I think either one of them would let the water out just fast. The question is how good this will hold up. And so far, it's holding up good compared to this one. So anyway, I think that's going to be good. Now let's talk about, still talking about Extreme Scoops, let's talk about scoops. Y'all know how much I love Extreme Scoops, and I can't destroy it. I've tried to destroy it. But there's a new scoop coming out. Now another one in the entire market made out of titanium that they make airplanes out of. It's a lot lighter, and I'll get some more statistics on it once we get one done. Hopefully I'll be able to get one and show y'all and test it out. But you're carrying the scoop around your shoulder all day long, and even that one's not bad. I can do it, not an issue. But this thing's gonna weigh, I don't know how much, but a lot less weight, and it's gonna be unbelievable. I think. Anyway, we're gonna test it out and give it a try. And titanium's a very strong metal, so it should be just as strong and a lot lighter. As far as I know, there's not another one out there made out of titanium on the market. But that's coming real soon. We'll be talking about that later on. All right, let's move on to something else. Y'all saw in a previous video where my friend found two of those anchor buttons on Virginia Beach. And he cleaned one of them up. I want to show it to you right now. Check this out right here. I'll put a picture up there. Look at that thing, how it cleaned up. I can't believe how good that one cleaned up. It cleaned up much better than what I found. I put a picture of what I found up here too, and it's nowhere near like that one. But I posted mine, and Don Chironi, he's one of the experts on these buttons, said it was a Revolutionary War British Navy button. So, and I'm assuming this one he found is similar. So we've got about 6-7 of us that kind of keep in contact with each other down at the beach. And we've all found them. I found multiple ones. Everybody's found multiple ones down there. Probably found over 12 of them between us, you know. So we're assuming that they're coming off of a ship offshore there somewhere. We don't know where. Could have been many, many years ago, of course, 1700s, that sunk out there and they're just pumping stuff off of it. Never found any reals or gold doubloons yet, but that's possible. We'll keep an eye out for it, that's for sure. All right, well, anyway, I'll give you a quick update on that. Now I'm going to show you what we're getting ready to get started on in the next few days, probably. Check this out here. Alright, what you see here is aluminum. I have been working diligently on trying to collect aluminum. I got a guy that brings it to me all the time. I end up having, some of this stuff is in 6 and 8 foot lengths. I cut everything down. This is some of my scrap from previous melt here, but this underneath that is full of aluminum. Aluminum. Some of this stuff is thick too in here. Really thick. Some of it, like this right here. Look at this. That thing is solid. That thing is heavy too. I had to cut it right here. About burnt my saw up cutting that thing. That thing was. It's hard to cut that aluminum than you think it is. Aluminum is tough cutting through, especially a super thick piece like that gets that saw heated up. But we're getting it all set up for another fire ant pour. We're gonna have a couple 100 pounds to deal with here before we go to next time, so we make sure we got plenty of it. Not gonna run out. Get an extra can of gas, and I'm probably gonna be doing this maybe tomorrow, and get it started here. So I can't wait to see what we get on that. I had somebody the other day ask me about which pinpoint to get. Quick update on the Garrett Carrot. That's my #1 pinpointer. I love it. It definitely works good. Only issues I've had with it is it will wear a hole right here if you're digging and pushing around any kind of abrasive material, whether it be clam shells and oyster shells and in and out, it's going to wear a hole right here. So what I do, now y'all saw one of my other videos, I use the old crazy glue and baking soda trick, and I keep it coated here all the time, because that's where it's going to run out right there. You see it start to wear down a little bit right there. I'll probably put some more on that. I'll never let it try to get to the plastic, because it will wear through there, so be careful about that. You know, of course, the best thing about this thing, and I showed it on my other video, you can adjust it. Once you hear it start beeping, you just click it one time and it cuts off. Get closer and you beep it one time and cut off, and you actually start nearing down. So now it won't go off until I get right at it. So anyway, so now I got it set so it won't get to it when you're still right on top of it. Because if it's beeping back here, it could be anywhere. But as you keep readjusting this by pushing it one time, it resets itself for that particular environment. So that is one of the main features I like about the Garrett Carrot, that you can actually go in and reset the sensitivity on it by doing that. So that is a good feature on that. I love it. It seems to be holding up pretty good, being waterproof here. I've never had one leak from here. It's got an O-ring going around in here. Never had that one leak on me right there. But it has one a hole in a couple of them before. One was under warranty. They gave me a new one. And after that, I made sure I coated it every time. So anyway, other than that, it's a great one here. I like it. Alright, one more update on the Detect Edge shaft here. Y'all know I've been using this shaft here now for a right good while now, and I'm liking it. I haven't had any issues with it. Once in a while I'll tighten up using this right here, but this thing here just snaps in the thing right there like that, locks it into position right here, and it doesn't move. So that is really good. I'm really enjoying that factor on it, and you can pull up here pretty close, you know, make it a lot shorter. I am using, he also sells these little rubber extra washers that go in between here to keep it from rubbing on your coil to cutting in and breaking it. So I am using those too, and they're on his site. I'll put a link down below in my description here, but I'm liking it. You see, I hadn't washed it off lately. Still got mud on it from when I was down in the mud the other day. But it's holding up. You know, the Gigmaster put some serious stress on a lot of things, and you should be cleaning stuff every time you come back. I don't do it. I'll be the first to admit I don't always do what I should do. But it held up to the Gigmaster challenge there. So just want to give a quick update. Detect Edge shaft is working good for me. I did break my cuff off of the back here. They're common to break here, and I think after a while they won't replace them after. It's not got the same warranty as the mechanics do here. So I think I'm out of warranty on that. So I'm probably going to end up having to finagle some way to start making some of these in the future. So, cause I know I'm going to be breaking more of them, I'm sure. Anyway, I just want to give a quick update on that. Alright, a few of y'all on my videos have asked me about the shovel I've been using, and I'm going to show that to you right now. I've used several kind of shovels. I've broke several kind of shovels, but this one so far has held up very well for me. It's called a Root Slayer, and I'll put a link down in my description of it. It's a very tough. It definitely cuts through the roof very well. I actually did take my belt sander and sharpen this up just a little bit right in here, but I have had no problem with this thing slicing through roots. Big, nice, thick roots it went through. And it hasn't broken, hasn't come loose. A couple shovels I got out in the yard right now, they break off right here, and I've broken several of them. But this one so far has been holding up very well for me. I actually just washed it. I never washed it. I just washed it to show y'all. I've worn it down some here, but I like that round handle. Seems to work very well. I don't have any problem with that. They do make this, though, in a normal, regular shovel, regular size shovel, but it's got this on it right here. So they got that one, too. I use it's called the Big Red one, I think it's called. But they do make a regular one. It's got the 5-foot length handle on it and all too. If you want to get that with this head on it, but this is kind of nice, easy to carry and all. So anyway, I thought I'd show y'all that have asked me about my shovel that I've been using, what kind it is, and where to get it. So check down below. All right, one more update that has a really cool closing I want to tell you about. If y'all remember, a few weeks ago, I was contacted through theringfinders.com, who I'm associated with, and I'm the representative for Virginia Beach, to help find a lost ring in a yard. And the family member that contacted me said his grandmother and uncle and father, everybody has lost rings in the yard. His grandmother had been living there for 60 years. And just out of curiosity, he wanted us to come over and check it out. So sure enough, I got over there and found a ring, a class ring, and unfortunately, the person I found it, he has been deceased now for over 25 years, and it was his mother that owned the house right there that I was hunting in. So the family member ended up getting the ring to his grandmother, and well, she got the ring, and she was very moved by it because it was something her son had been wearing. He enjoyed in life, and he actually sent me a little note here. He said, anyways, my grandmother and various family members were overjoyed to see the ring found after all these years. It was especially meaningful for her, his grandmother, to have a tiny piece of her son, who's been gone for over 25 years, back in her life. So that really makes it worthwhile right there, the whole time and all spent on it getting it back. For her to sit there and hold that ring that her son cherished and wore, that he's been gone for over 25 years. That was really meaningful. So anyway, I thought that was a pretty cool ending to that story right there. Just want to add that in. Alright, I've already booked a gold painting trip for next week. And I tell you what, I'm ready for any adventure. If any of y'all have any ideas of where y'all like to see me go, whether it's a specific museum or Civil War place you want me to visit and do a video on, if you want something special out in the field to do and check out, comment down below and let me know, because I'm ready for any adventure. We're going to get out there and do some cool stuff this year. Definitely got some plans on going back to the old cannonball hole. We got a couple of little tricks we're going to try, so stay tuned for that. We're going to do a little something cool in that area too. Got a couple new properties we got permission on. We'll be checking out in the near future. Most of them after hunting season, because during hunting season, people they don't want us going in there because people hunting in the fields and in the woods and all. So after hunting season, we should have a couple more good properties coming up. Love that colonial stuff, man. I love hitting colonial. Like Civil War II though, but the colonial stuff is really cool. There's so many really cool stuff in the colonial time frame. You got the old reals and coins and 1600 and 1700 coins and stuff. So I really love going there because you never know what you're going to get. But anyway, I appreciate everybody coming along with me, and hopefully we're going to have some good stuff coming up. If you got any suggestions of what y'all want to do, put it down below. Alright, don't forget to click like, comment below, share, and subscribe to the Gigmaster. Alright, thanks for coming along.